Hello guys, this is P2B's speech in one event in America before he became the presidential candidate.
Your country, to tell you how bad your country has gone. In 1980, Nigeria as a country had a foreign reserve of 10.5 trillion, $5 billion. 10.5. China is 10. South Korea that somebody mentioned here is 3 billion. The country was far bigger than South Korea. It had more money than China. China had a population of, today, China population is 1,317,000,000. Nigeria is only 186 million. But what is happening? Today, China has in savings 3 trillion and we have 30. We had 10. They had 10. We had 10.5. They had 10. Today they had 3 trillion. We have 30. 1% of what they used to have. Today South Korea savings is 400 and something billion and we have 30. What went wrong here? And I can show you nations on nations. We are supposed to be part of the so-called Horses of Nations. Now we have put us to mint nation. We're supposed to be now mint nation because we miss where we're supposed to be, where China, everybody is. They said we are not part of BRICS nation. They put South Africa instead. Why did they put South Africa? I've asked that question. You don't have the infrastructure. You don't have what it takes. But look at the BRIC nations that we were put into. If you look at the 4 BRIC nations, it's Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. Mm-hmm. Look at our GDPs. Ours is not even half of the list. The GDP of Mexico, which is not there, that they call anything, is 1.3 trillion. Mexico has today savings. Their reserve is about 170. Of course, you can go there. Both inflation, unemployment, everything is under 10%. Their market capitalization is over 400 billion. Indonesia, which has more population than us, a population of 250, has 1 trillion GDP, have $110 billion in reserve. And of course, can go, their market is over 400. Market capitalization of their stock market is over 400. Turkey, which is smallest among them, 80 million people, has 895 billion GDP. Their reserve is over 100 billion. Nigerian GDP is 400 billion. And on top of it, our government have the most wasteful people in charge in the world. We're in a state of Florida. This state has a GDP of $793 billion. That is twice the GDP of Nigeria. Your richest state in America is California, with a GDP of 2.6 trillion, 6 times Nigerian GDP. With a per capita of 50,000, Nigeria is 2. Can governor of California drive 5 vehicles at a time? No, I'm asking you people a question. So we need to fix it. Can governor of California use 5 vehicles at a time? No. In your place, they use 30 and call it convoy. If it's not madness, tell me what it is. Or you think madness is when somebody doesn't have a cloth? No, there's difference for madness. That's what we need to fix first. So I want you to be part of that change agent fella is saying. Let people have souls and care for their people. That is what we need in our country. We need people who can think. How did China change? What happened to China? How did they change? Even just in the year 2000, China had been able to build from year 2000 to year 2000, to move from, go and check their GDP in the year 2000 was just 1 trillion. Today it's 12. Why is our own still 400? Why are we not investing in the right thing? Today everybody knows, everybody is investing in education and all that. We're not investing. People are telling why the problems will happen solved in Nigeria. How can it solve? 60% of the people, children out of school, live in sub-Saharan Africa. 10 million live in Nigeria. Yes. You can go and check your records. I saw somebody the other day. A particular state in Nigeria, Zamfara. Let me just call it. In the last year, NECO had only 110 students. Only 24 passed. A state of 5 million people. 24. When another state has almost 200,000 for the same exam, it won't work. It's Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria is important to us. We have to ask that question. Why? What is happening? So when people, we're now Nigerians staying here, your investment is critical, but what is more critical? That you become part of the change agent. On top of this type of situation, you still have people like me who are elected. Only in Nigeria, you elect people. People ask me now while we're eating lunch, what is the problem? I said, the problem is the people. It's only in Nigeria that you elect people. They don't have car, they don't have anything. 6 months, they build a house, buy 20 cars, and call it for Thanksgiving, and people will go there. And they will be praying in the church, telling God to bless them. And the bishop will preach that wherever they got the money, should give them more when they have to call police. Because they know where the money came from. Everybody knows where the money came from. But they are still celebrating it. He comes to America and buy a house, and they said, if you see his house, and it's in choice areas. When he's in Washington, they tell you this place, this man owns the house here. In New York, this man owns the house here. With whose money? Let him show you his business. His daytime job. That earn that money. In which is, if Shobanjo, who is doing of advertisement, wants to buy a house in the best area of the world, let him go and buy it. But for God's sake, why would Peter Obi come and buy the choice area in Washington when he didn't own it before? A governor built a house that is unbelievable, and they asked, they say, I used to have the money. Why didn't you build it before? Hey, wait a minute. What are you telling us? And you're owing us salary. Even if you had the money before, you would have kept quiet. The rascality must stop. That's what we need to do first. Let's deal with this rascality first. It's when we stop this rascality that we can now... There's opportunities in Nigeria, my dear people. As for investment, I know you're worried about the country. You're worried about this. Let me tell you, the opportunity you have in Nigeria when it comes to investment is not anywhere in the world. It's not anywhere in the world. I'm sorry you live in America. The reason why I'm saying this is that if we have good managers, even when people talk about borrowing, like our friend has said, there's nothing wrong in borrowing. You live in an 18 trillion economy, isn't it? America is 18 trillion GDP. But they're owing 21 trillion. Simple. Even China that I mentioned is owing 5 trillion. The entire debt of Africa is under 200 billion, which means Africa can borrow more. But who is going to manage this new money we are going to borrow? Is it the same character that is there now? No.
Wow, this is awesome. Listening to this man gives me energy, I swear. He really said it exactly the way it is. So my own my country people is to be showing you guys the reason why we need this man on top that seat. This man really come out with his full chest out, as in there's nothing like a politician mind on this man's side. You guys should reason with me or make we make a good president so that we no go suffer again. This man is really a great mathematician. As you guys can see, there is no dull moment in this aspect. I tell you guys, unlike others that will solve maybe 5 plus 5, now they will tell you that the answer is 10. Okay, they didn't show you how they got the 10, but this particular man now will solve 10 plus 10 and show you how he got that answer. Calculate everything to your own. As in this one, e dey play, e dey show, na be our own. As in, so my people, make we reason together so that we no go make mistake again. And I must say that he's really the true person for this presidential candidate. And please, what you guys have to bear in mind is that this video is not recent video. He made this video before he became the presidential candidate. Please, if you watch and like any of my updates each time I drop it, please don't forget to like, subscribe on the red button, then turn on your notification icon so that you can get any of the new celebrities updates each time I drop it. And don't forget that subscription is for free. No money is cost. They don't charge you any money. Okay, see you guys in our next video. Thank you guys for watching.